Live from Victory Park, this is News 8 Now.
Good evening, I'm John McKay. Mumps cases in Texas at a 20-year high, and they could go higher. Health officials say many more people may have been exposed to mumps during spring break at South Padre Island and just now beginning to show the symptoms, just in time for Easter gatherings, of course, this weekend. So listen to this. We've had 221 mumps cases in Texas so far this year. That's compared to the all-time high, 1994, when we had 234 cases. News 8's Kevin Reese is live with more on this and on another rising concern. Kevin?
Yes, that alert from the State Health Department reminds people to take precautions, make sure your vaccinations are up to date, and if you believe you have been in a population exposed to the mumps, that you should respond quickly. Responses and reactions the folks in Cedar Hill ISD know all too well.
Our nation, this is Superintendent Orlando Riddick, and I want to provide to you a mumps update.
The Cedar Hill ISD superintendent recently took his message to YouTube to tell students and parents what's being done to fight back against an unexpected mumps outbreak at Cedar Hill High. 41 cases in the district since February. But as he will tell parents in a health forum scheduled for next week, an outbreak now under control because they took action.
We're managing it. I don't know if you can manage it to a zero level, but I think we're doing some of our practices are good in the effort to help mitigate it.
Mitigated by extra cleaning efforts in the school, greater use of hand sanitizers, and offering booster shots to make sure everyone's MMR vaccinations are up to date, which is exactly what experts recommend.
I think the recommendation to have an additional vaccine is the right one.
Dallas County Health reports 81 mumps cases so far in Dallas County alone this year. And they're recommending that you receive at least 2 doses of the MMR vaccine, and if in an exposed population, a third booster shot, just as they've offered at Cedar Hill. But Dr. Glenn Hardesty reminds us this isn't just about the mumps. He diagnosed a patient with influenza just yesterday.
Take precautions, get your immunizations, and make sure they're up to date. And if you're in one of those special groups that's exposed, make sure you take that special extra step to prevent catching the disease and spreading the disease.
And what we need to do just to be sure that all the practices that we do around health are vital no matter what you may be addressing.
But as far as the mumps go, it can take 2 weeks for the symptoms to surface. So the other advice from experts is get diagnosed, get the treatment that you need, and stay home until given the all clear to keep from spreading it to everyone else. Live in Dallas, Kevin Reese, Channel 8 News.
All right, Kevin. So here are the signs of the mumps that you really need to watch out for. Fever, headache, muscle aches, tiredness, loss of appetite, and of course swollen and tender salivary glands under the ears on one or both sides. Many North Texans are hitting the roads today for the start of Easter weekend. Will this beautiful weather hold out? Well, let's get right to Pete Delkus. He's out on the patio with more. Pete?
Well, John, it's pretty nice out here right now and all across Dallas-Fort Worth. It's pretty comfortable. I want you to take a look at what we're seeing. We do have some showers and thunderstorms to the west of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, especially Wichita Falls to Vernon. And that's where most of the activity stays tonight. There's a low chance of some evening showers and thunderstorms, once again, mainly to the west of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Tomorrow, though, it should be a pretty good Friday across all of the state. 81 in Dallas-Fort Worth, 81 down in Brownsville, almost 90 out in Big Bend, 81 up in Amarillo. And there is a little bit of rain, especially in central Texas, South Texas, and southeast Texas. That's where we'll have some showers and thunderstorms there for us on Easter Sunday. Yes, there is a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms on Easter Sunday, and a chance that some of those storms could turn severe. I'll have your full Easter weekend forecast coming up.
All right, Pete. Today, the U.S. dropped what is known as the mother of all bombs, or MOAB, on the border of Afghanistan. Here's some video of this type of bomb being tested. This is back in 2003. The weapon is the largest non-nuclear bomb the U.S. has ever used in combat. The target today was an ISIS cave complex, eastern Afghanistan, near the Pakistan border. A 22,000-pound explosive can destroy or kill anything within a 3 to 5 mile area. President Trump says he gave the military full authorization.
If you look at what's happened over the last 8 weeks and compare that really to what's happened over the last 8 years, you'll see there's a tremendous difference. Really another successful job. We're very, very proud of our military.
Many from that region now call North Texas home and are watching today's military action very closely. News 8's David Goins live in our Dallas newsroom with that side of the story for us today. David?
That's right, John. I've been speaking with Afghan refugees who have lived in North Texas. Many of them are now U.S. citizens. A popular sentiment today, they want the U.S. to continue to push out ISIS and the Taliban and believe strikes like this can do it, but it comes at a devastating cost to an endlessly war-torn nation.
I don't know when it's going to stop.
Aziz Badri has a lot of history to look back on, much of it reflecting back to his boyhood home in Afghanistan in the late 1960s.
The climate was so beautiful.
On Thursday at his sister's restaurant in Richardson, he's left with a different feeling after seeing reports of the U.S.'s 22,000-pound bomb targeting ISIS fighters was dropped.
When you drop a bomb like that, there is going to be always collateral damage.
Dubbed the mother of all bombs, the GBU-43 had never been used in combat before today, but this video shows a test from 2003. The Defense Department said it was the right munition to take on ISIS because of the terror group's aggressive use of bunkers and tunnels.
Terrorists have no problem. They deserve it. But the civilians are the ones that really get the brunt of the bombs.
As of late Thursday, no reports on civilian injuries from the detonation. Reaction from Texas lawmakers, swift and supportive of the strike. Among the most conservative in the Texas congressional delegation, Tyler Republican Louis Gohmert told News 8, "I applaud President Trump's use of a tool that does not cost American lives, but has a powerful impact on the elimination of the destructive, hate-filled radical Islamists." Badri wants the radicals out too. But 40 years after moving to North Texas, he admits the fond images from his homeland may be from a time that after decades of bombing will never come back. David Goins, Channel 8 News.
The attack in Afghanistan isn't going over well with every lawmaker. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, Democrat from Houston, tweeted, "What is the Trump administration's next step? Last week Syria, this week Afghanistan, next week where?" Get updates on this developing story anytime on the WFAA News app. It's free in the App Store. You can also check anytime at WFAA.com. President Trump privately signed a bill today allowing states to withhold federal money from organizations that provide abortion services, including Planned Parenthood. It reverses an Obama-era regulation prohibiting states from withholding money from facilities that perform abortions. However, the bulk of federal money that Planned Parenthood receives goes toward preventive health care, birth control, pregnancy tests, and other women's health services. Federal law prohibits taxpayer money from funding abortions. Planned Parenthood says 3% of the services it provides are abortions. Dallas County Commissioner John Wiley Price had the chance today but did not take the stand in his federal corruption trial. The defense rested its case today. Our Brett Shipp was there as Price left court a short time ago.
Commissioner Price, did you want to take the stand today? Were you looking forward to taking the stand?
I can't comment on any of it.
A lot of people want to know why he didn't take the stand.
No comment there. Price accused of taking more than $1 million in bribes in exchange for voting in favor of certain companies seeking county contracts. John Wiley Price has denied any wrongdoing. Closing arguments are set for next Tuesday. Ahead, the family of that passenger dragged off a United flight speaking out, plus just how seriously that passenger was hurt. Also ahead, JCPenney says it is closing some stores and now shoppers are packing them. What this means for the plan to close some down. And ahead in sports, a hockey legend returns. Dale's talking live to the News Stars head coach, Ken Hitchcock. That passenger dragged off a United Airlines flight earlier this week, still in the hospital, and today we heard from his family. They say he suffered a concussion, broken nose, 2 broken front teeth. David Dow has hired personal injury attorneys in Chicago. They're now preparing for a potential lawsuit. His family says that he is healing.
It has been a very difficult time for our entire family, especially my dad, and we are truly grateful for your support.
The attorneys are now filing a petition to preserve evidence from the flight. 3 of the cities of Chicago's Department of Aviation police officers have now been placed on leave as that investigation continues. No deal. Today, a Texas regulator blocked Encore's sale to NextEra. The commission's order said NextEra Energy ownership of Encore would subject customers to new and potentially substantial risks. Last year, a U.S. bankruptcy judge approved Energy Future Holdings, entering into an agreement to sell its Encore electricity arm to NextEra Energy. Plano-based JCPenney postponing the closure of 138 stores because shoppers apparently are coming back. Is it nostalgia or just shoppers looking for some good deals? Well, either way, the retailer says it is now starting the liquidation on May 22nd. Penney's said earlier this year that it would close underperforming stores and focus on its most profitable locations. Ahead, artists want their art to be seen. Some UNT students found a way to do that and brighten up the lives of others. Well, we've all heard that art is in the eye of the beholder. Well, tonight there are some very happy beholders in Denton, a retiring community. There is now home to sculptures from UNT art students. And as Bradley Blackburn found out, art brings life for its audience and the artist.
In quiet Lake Forest Village, it's a sight you don't expect. Bold designs, sharp edges that have everyone talking.
It's awesome, spectacular.
It's enjoyable. A while back, this retirement community approached UNT's art department with an idea. Would art students create sculpture for their campus?
It's well over 40 hours worth of work.
Now a giant pine cone, peacock, and abstract stampede are a welcome part of the landscape.
Phenomenal for our residents.
I think the work will be up between 9 and 12 months.
UNT art professor Alicia Eggert says students submitted designs to residents who helped decide which pieces to select.
It really gives students a sense of what it's like to work as an artist in the world after school, and it shows them one way that they could actually make a living as an artist. No idea what I was going to do.
It's the students' first chance to put big pieces in front of a real audience.
Really excited and honored to have my sculpture here.
Monty Nagariston said this is the largest sculpture he's ever done and his first installed outdoors. He's already got fans.
This is my favorite right here.
Oh, thank you.
And you stand back and say, wow, that is unreal.
The program is such a success, they're now planning for next school year.
They notice everything in it. Like, they're asking where everything came from.
Retirees and students learning about art and life.
Share their art, share their creativity, share their mind with us.
This is kind of my niche, my audience.
In Denton, Bradley Blackburn, Channel 8 News.
Everybody outside today enjoying the nice weather. Question is it going to continue on to the nice holiday weekend?
For part of it. The weekend won't be a washout, but Easter Sunday, there's definitely a little bit of rain in the forecast. It's not a lot for your sunrise service, but I can't promise that it will be completely dry. So here's the rainfall timeline on Easter Sunday. Sunrise at 6:57. There is a low chance of a shower or two on Easter Sunday, 6 o'clock in the morning. Even at 9 o'clock, a low chance of a little bit of rain. Rain coverage goes up as the day moves along, and it'll peak at about 30, maybe 40% of us seeing some rain. We'll have to watch to see if any of those thunderstorms turn severe on Sunday, too. Otherwise, right now in Palmer, at Palmer ISD, the Air Athletic Field, temperature 76, your high today, 78. Arlington City Hall, 78, the temp, 79, your high today. At DFW, we hit 83. The normal is 76. The record is 93. 80 outside right now, a south wind at 14. We'll keep a little bit of a breeze around tonight with winds out of the south. And only one pollen page today. I like that. And only a couple of things. Maple, elm, both moderate. Fungus is low. The total today just under 3,600. We're dry right now. Couple showers out in Parker and also Wise County. A little bit of rain in Montague County. There's Wise, there's Jack County, here's Young County. So a little bit of rain. Some thunderstorms up around Vernon and Wichita Falls between the two. Some of those are severe. Just around Quanah, we have a little severe thunderstorm warning out there. Not moving toward North Texas. A little bit of thunderstorm activity down in Brady, and the bulk of that all stays to the west of us as we head through tonight. So as we look ahead, the clouds are thinning right now across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Most of the rain stays, this is 9 o'clock, so it's in Wise County, it's in Parker and Palo Pinto. Most of it stays west of us tonight. Can't rule out a shower or two in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but that would mainly be this evening, and even then the chance is very, very low. Through the day tomorrow, we start with mostly cloudy skies, a mix of clouds and sun in the afternoon. Tomorrow, sky-wise should turn out very similar to what we had today. And the rainfall timeline through Easter Sunday, there's that chance tonight, mainly west of Fort Worth. Can't rule out a low coverage here, Dallas, maybe Dallas-Fort Worth, maybe 10%. And then Friday, Saturday, mainly dry, and there's that rain for Easter Sunday. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Most of the rain stays west of Fort Worth. 62 is the low tonight. And during the day tomorrow, mix of clouds and sun. Mainly dry, a breezy, warm, somewhat humid day, but not a bad day. There's the next 7. Not a bad day on Saturday either. Saturday's going to be pretty windy. Dry, warm, and humid. Thunderstorms on Sunday, even Monday. A little rain left over on Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday of next week are nice. And then next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend looks a little stormy, especially Friday and especially Saturday. You see the balloon there on Saturday. That's due to the Children's Health is having their annual Red Balloon Run and Ride. It could be interesting next Saturday morning in Plano at the Children's Health facility due to the thunderstorms around. But this weekend's okay. It's next weekend that could be a little stormy. And this week, on Channel 8, it's been amazing. I mean, well, I have listened to you talk more hockey this week than honestly, I don't ever remember you talking this much hockey.
I don't either. No, but I've said I am the hockey information guy. People question that, but I think we've proven them wrong now. Hey, the Stars making official today what we all knew yesterday. Stars are bringing Ken Hitchcock back to coach again, replaces Lindy Ruff, and Hitchcock joins us now. Ken, was there any hesitation about coming back to Dallas and coaching the Stars again?
Not after the meeting with Jim Nill, Dale. It was two hockey guys from Alberta just talking hockey. It seemed really smooth and really easy. We've had a relationship for 7 years now. I was embedded with Detroit after I left Columbus, and you know, it felt so comfortable. And you know, the Dallas Stars are obviously an emotional tug for me in a big way, but working with Jim is something that I talked to people in 2010 about. If it ever happened, it'd be a great situation.
Can you do for Tyler Seguin and Jamie Benn what you did for Mike Modano?
Oh, it's way easier with Segs.
But will they hate you as much as Modano did until they realize it helps them win like Modano did?
Yeah, he complained about me every day until I left, and then he loved me. So, you know, he's a great captain, and Tyler's got to follow right in behind. For us to be successful, Dale, Tyler's got to act and behave as a #1 center, and I think he really wants to do it. I think he's ready for it, and I'll really work hard with him to get him to understand what that responsibility is.
Are the Stars as good as they were last year, or are they as bad, this team you're taking over, as they were this year?
I think there's a middle ground there, to be honest with you. When they got 109 points, every risk they took paid off. And that's sometimes the season works. And this year, they got off to such bad footing, missing so many top-end forwards. I think this year for sure is a throwaway, and I don't think we should expect 109 points unless we change our ways a little. The potential is there for that, but we got to change our way and play a little bit more mature in our game. But I think we're capable of being a 100-plus point team. Yes, I really believe that if we all kind of focus on the things that are important for teams that play with a high level of maturity.
I've got to go here pretty quickly, but I can't help but notice you haven't won a Stanley Cup since that '99 Stars team, and you had a mustache then, and you don't now. Will you bring the mustache back?
There's not a chance. Gray on gray doesn't go good, Dale.
Oh, trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. I appreciate it, and welcome back, Ken. Welcome back. Stars new coach, Ken Hitchcock.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Look like you were in it. Here's some good news. Construction begins in Carrollton next week on a business that plans to add 1,000 jobs over the next decade. Amerisource Bergen Specialty Group announced late last year that it's moving its regional offices to Austin Ranch. $113 million 40-acre campus going to be built near Park and Plano Parkway. Carrollton giving the company some incentives to make that move. That's our news. Join us again tonight for News 8 at 10.